Life in prison as a Muslim quite simply means that you are no longer in prison. Now this is going to be difficult, but it's true. Prison is a concept. What is the difference between 4 walls to keep you in or 4 walls to keep the world out so that you can have the silence to become a better person? They're the same 4 walls, it's only the way you perceive them that is different. When you look at a row of bars, there is more space than there is bar. Again, if you perceive the space and not focus on the bar, you change your perception. Okay. Now the perception for a Muslim is wherever you are is just geography. The prison is your nafs. The prison is within yourself. The prison is the prison that you need. The greater jihad. The greater jihad is improving ourselves, becoming the person we were designed to be, the person we should be, the person we can be quite simply, quite easily. This place gives you the opportunity to do that without distractions. What does prison mean for me as a Muslim? There is no prison. This is a test. You know, Allah doesn't give us any challenge that we can't handle. And once you realize that and you completely say, Inshallah, not just with your mouth, but you say, whatever happens, Inshallah, when you can really feel that, it gives you complete and utter freedom. There's one thing I'd like to say is that my life before was continually unhappy and I always had a hole in my soul, a hole in my heart that couldn't be filled. And now for the first time in my life, there is no emptiness. I've now become a person who I consider to be a good friend to other people. Now that's just my opinion. And that's always dangerous to have your own opinion about these things, but I've learnt what being a friend means because I've been shown proper friendship from my Muslim brothers. I've learnt what honour means. I've learnt the power of honesty. I've learnt the absolute necessity of sincerity. Don't do it if you're not sincere. I've learnt what it means to be a man, to have character. And the obtaining of character is the roof of Islam. They talk about the 5 pillars of Islam. The character of the Muslim is the roof on top of those 5 pillars. That is what we are supposed, I think, and forgive me if I'm wrong, but may Allah forgive me if I'm wrong. But I think what we're supposed to learn is that these pillars are holding up what? They are holding up the character of the Muslim performing them. They are the support for who you become. And that is immense. You see, where I was starving myself was directly behind where the Muslims in my building would perform the salat. So every day for Zuhur, only for the Zuhur prayer, this is the only one we can perform together. The rest of the time we're locked up. So I was in this room and all these men are coming here and they're praying, and then after salat they would all come and sit with me and quite simply say, you don't have the right to do this. What you are doing, we understand, but you do not have the right to do this. And one man in particular, who I adore with all of my heart, Mr. Habibullah, he's from Pakistan. He used to come to me every day and bring something to eat. It didn't matter that I wouldn't eat it, he needed to bring it. You cannot do this. He couldn't even speak English, but he would say every day, cannot. And I would ignore him and ignore him and ignore him. On the last day, when I decided to become a Muslim, this man came and put his arms around me and hugged me. And he said to me, now you are the same as my family. Alhamdulillah. And something inside me, bang! My connection to that man was cemented for the rest of my life. And the one thing I didn't know, and the thing that's been the greatest shock of Islam, is the brotherhood. In all of the things that they were telling me about these brothers when they would sit down with me when I was on that hunger strike, nobody talked about the feeling of the brotherhood. And yet it's one of the most profound aspects of our religion. We are all connected, brothers and our sisters. We are all connected, and that bond transcends race, transcends language, transcends prison. It transcends all other bonds, transcends family. The bond of brotherhood in Islam should be promoted. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. We should talk about this. This is a huge benefit. There's a lot of lonely people in this world. You're not lonely in here. You're not lonely as part of this religion. If you are, you're not following it properly. I'm sorry. It's that simple. I can't envisage, I can't imagine a lonely Muslim. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. Alhamdulillah. If someone had have told me about the benefit of this religion a lot earlier, I probably would have ignored them actually because I was terribly ignorant. But I would like to have been told anyway, whether I ignored them or not. So dawah, spreading the word, it's very important. I don't think we do it enough. I've never been visited by a Muslim person, except you. No one's ever... And word does get out because we are a brotherhood. People do know. They do know we're here in this prison, but they don't come to visit. My visit day is Thursday. Mitchell Blake, Building 5. Come and say hello.